Hello and welcome back to the Stardew Valley Granny Challenge. Let's actually take a second here to see about setting some summer goals. I'm going to reuse kind of what we have here and we'll like maybe delete some or add to them. Well, one off the top of my head is to catch, what is it? The crimson fish. Right. We want to catch the legendary fish. So actually, maybe we should look that up real quick. What are the conditions that we need? I think it's on any day we can go from the ocean, right? Or yeah, yeah. It's caught at caught on the pier. Oh, we have to repair the bridge. We haven't paid whatever 300 wood. That's something we have to do. Um, but yeah, the summer with any weather. So the I would say the sooner we get it, the better. But actually, what another thing we need is let's call it the third fish pond. Right. I'll use a verb at the beginning, a proper bullet point. Um, I'm not going to take out this prep for special orders. I don't think it's necessary. Like it's a very vague goal, and there isn't really anything to do for it. We will go for level 10 farming. We do need to get the luau soup best response. And wait, hold on a second. Where is the melon? This could actually screw us. No. The melon grows and it'll be ready on Thursday. No, 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 sorry. It'll be ready on Saturday. When is the luau? The luau is on this Thursday. Shoot. If only we had remembered to put down the speed grow, then we would have a melon, at least a melon. I mean, maybe not a guaranteed gold melon, but one in 10 probably would be gold with our farming level. But that's beside the point. Granny has to live with the consequences of, her forgetfulness. By the way, I think the real culprit is Marnie. I think it was Looney Mo exerting some power over us. And that's actually why the witch visits the farm at night. You think that the witch is coming to like, poison the coop and put void chickens or whatever. And that's a side effect of her power, but really she flies over to protect the farm from the corrupt influence of evil Marnie. And so that's also, I think we should add to the lore that maybe the wizard, he's not fully aware that that Marnie is actually possessed by a demon Junimo, but the mom totally is. It's because the witch, her mom in becoming the witch, absorbed all the power from the blood magic ritual that went wrong and realized Marnie. But for some reason we haven't explored yet. The witch, Granny's mom, is not powerful enough or not ready to be able to confront evil Marnie directly. But that's in the background at least. All right, so I think we're going in, and it will be the 2nd of summer. Let's see if we can get to Jass's birthday. We have a pink cake for her, so we don't need to worry about that. And we'll keep this as a main goal to remind ourselves to prep the gifts for fall and winter, and even spring. We need to stockpile all the fish and crops. We're working on that. Reaching mines level 40, I think that's a pretty good goal because at some point it won't really be feasible to be purchasing the iron ore, especially as we get more and more kegs. Maybe it would still be feasible because we are scaling up our farming operations, but I think either way we have to get down in the mines, and the sooner we go, the better. And it'll save us money as well if we mine the iron instead of purchasing it directly. Upgrading our tools. For sure, we want to upgrade our axe and our pickaxe. But the others, I'm not so sure about yet. We've already done the crafting the sprinklers. We did that in spring. So I might take this off. Yeah, yeah. I don't think we need to worry too much about sprinklers. Maybe towards the end of summer or a bit later, we might craft some more sprinklers. Like we might have the space. And if we have the money, because we could do a larger melon harvest for the second half of summer. That's an option. And we can still use the speed grow on the pumpkins. So it's not a complete loss to mess up on this melon harvest. What else do we got here? Craft 16 tappers for oak resin. Oh yeah, that's actually a really good goal. We've been collecting lots of copper, so I think this actually is pretty feasible for us. Eventually we want to get up to like 25, but the sooner we get them going, the better. And obviously I need to put at least one on each of the trees. So we need to have one for the maple syrup and one for the pine tar. And yeah, we won't have a gold melon because I didn't think about putting down the whatever. But we should actually, let me look it up. For the luau, I think there are fish. Like we should be able to catch some types of summer fish for the best response here. I'm trying to see, like we could, I mean, like a smoked catfish, for example. Actually, let me double check this for catfish. Wait, it says, okay, come on, just. The catfish is only in spring and fall. And you can actually get it in the summer in the secret woods when it's raining. So we could possibly get it if we get access to the secret woods, upgrading our axe to steel. But there might be some others here. Let me just double check. Like ancient fruit, no. Blobfish, no, that's a winter fish, I think. The crimson fish, no, we have to save the crimson fish. By the way, I don't think that getting the best response for the luau is like a fail condition. Like you can still do just the regular, get any sort of response. Honestly, I'm not going to count that as like part of the loved gifts birthday challenge, even though it's totally within Granny's personality to do that. So we are going to prioritize this. Maybe the ice pip, actually. Though that we'd have to get to level 60. Is that where we go? Is it further? Mine's floor 60. This could be one that we try to get. But I don't know, getting to floor 60 by the middle of summer would then pretty much require us to focus exclusively on the mines and going down. Let's just put a pin in that one. Yeah, lava eel would be even harder. Mead. Oh, and by the way, these are all silver quality. Oh, wait, to get silver quality mead, you have to put it in a cask, right? You have to age it. Oh, and these wines, so basically all the wines we would have to have the basement. So we would have to upgrade the house multiple times and put the stuff down there. For how long does it take? I think it takes at least a week, if not 2 weeks, before it turns to silver. And then it's like a month. Actually, why don't we look that up? Let's see, cask. This is one of these things that I wish he would change. Because it's just not rewarding enough, right? It takes 14 days to get to silver, 28 days to get to gold, and 56 days to get to iridium. And it's like, that's half a year. It's just not worth it to, whatever, 3 times the base times 2. Wait, 3 times the base fruit price. And then you're just doubling the quality of it. or you're doubling the value of it, it's not really worth it. What else? Where were we on here? Yeah, yeah. All these wines don't really work. The smoked angler, no. Yeah, a silver smoked catfish would be really nice, but we have to turn in a catfish. Like actually, we could avoid doing the turn in. I don't think we turned in a catfish yet. So we still have it, I think. Uh so that could be an option if it's a silver quality. We could smoke it and give that. Yeah. It's all like smoked fish of silver quality here. Uh no, we won't have starfruit by then anyway. Man, and gold quality. We do have a gold quality catfish for Willy that we've saved. And we could give Willy something else. I'm not sure. Wait, gold cauliflower. That's or is strawberry on here as well. If there's gold cauliflower, that's got to be gold strawberry, right? No, strawberry wine, but we don't have a keg set up. And it would have to, and yeah, the wines have to be aged, so we wouldn't be able to do any of those. There could be some other things like I don't know, a gold yam. We're no, wait, no, that's a fall crop. It is worth it to look at these really quick. Yeah, all these smoked things, honestly, I don't think are. Maybe there might be some summer fish here that we could smoke. Oh, a smoked stonefish. This actually might be possible. I originally wanted to catch stonefish to put them in a pond. What floor is it? Is it floor 4? Wait, what? Floor 20. We could catch a stonefish. That's maybe what we do. We get a smoked stonefish. Wait, we're uh are we sure? Wait, what's it here? It has to be a gold quality stonefish. Yeah, smoked stonefish, gold quality. We could donate that. I don't know. There might be something easier, like I don't know, fairy rose. Did we plant those? I can't remember. Double check it. No, they're fall. That's a fall crop. No, no, no. Yeah, gold mayo. Nope. Yeah, gold melon would have been nice. What else? No pineapple. Pomegranate. Oh, but no, it's a wine. Basically, all the wines are out of. Wait, a gold purple mushroom. No, I don't think we can make. I don't think we can get purple mushrooms. It might be possible if we make the mushroom log, but it's really it would require a lot of RNG, I think. I don't know the actual chances, but it's really low to get purple mushroom. Yeah. Maybe we do fish for the stonefish. We could just add that to our list. How about that? Let's come back over here. Say smoked gold stonefish. Or is it a gold smoked stonefish or is it a smoked gold stonefish? I put it this way because the stonefish is gold before it's smoked. And yeah, there we go. I think that's and bonus goals. Yeah, the vault. We aren't going to be doing this, but I'm going to say like complete bundles for greenhouse. I don't know if it's possible. I can't remember. But hey, Katie, welcome in. How are you? You came across the challenge last night, especially as a newcomer to Stardew Valley. It's very interesting. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've been playing Stardew for a long time now. And so coming up with these challenges creates like a fresh way to play. And despite having over 1,000 hours in this game, I'm still learning and discovering new and interesting ways to play, and like little strategies, especially around fishing and making good use of the different shops, and crafting recipes and using the kilns, the charcoal kilns, which I always thought were like a total waste. Turns out they're like really clutch for this strategy. So yeah, you're tired, Katie. You just woke up. Where in the world are you located? Because it's where I'm located here in Finland. It's like we'll be going to bed soon. Or is it that you just took a nap, or I don't know, you maybe have a weird sleeping schedule. Yeah, it would be nice to get the magnet and glow rings as well. The lightning rods. Actually, I should double check the lightning rod. What's the recipe for that? We don't need iridium for it, right? No, it's just iron, refined quartz, and bats. So we do need to go deeper in the mines to get bats. And bats are my nemesis. I hate bats. Ah, you're in the US. Okay, cool. That's where I grew up. But I've been living in Finland now. Where were we? Yeah, getting bats, that's another reason we have our goal here of reaching level 40 in the mines. Yeah, and doing the museum donations. We probably won't get that done in summer, but it's good to have on our bonus goal list. And Kent's birthday gifts are important. And dwarf scrolls. I'll leave it here, but it's just not gonna happen. Like, it requires a lot of RNG to get all of them. Okay. I think that's a good start. Oh, there is. Oh, yeah, we have to go talk to all of the villagers today. The Auntie Marnie farm. Hey, mechanic. How are you? Yeah, the week's been going pretty well. How's yours been going? I mean, the week is going well, especially when I can get in some good Stardew Valley quality time. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, I was eating these for energy because I left the salmon berries in the mines. The torches I was just placing on sprinklers. All right, here we go. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow. So yeah, we also have to be prepared for green rain. That's actually another reason we might not want to upgrade our tools, especially like the axe. Although we don't really need the axe. We just need the scythe, and you can't really upgrade that. Yeah, spirits are somewhat annoyed today. That's okay. You're well, but your IRL farm is getting overwhelmed with weeds because you don't use herbicide? Dude, I moved. I used to live in Helsinki city center, and then I moved to the countryside. I mean, not far. Like, I'm like an hour outside of Helsinki. And I love it out here. And one of the reasons I moved out here is because I got an allotment garden. But it turns out gardening in real life is not as fun as Stardew Valley, okay? It's way harder. And it's like, I just realized I wasn't really enjoying it, mainly because I was by myself. And there's a lot of decisions you have to make, you know, and it's just like overwhelming. And I realized I was spending all of my like outdoor time just in this allotment garden growing nothing but stupid radishes, which it turns out I hate. It's like the one thing I hate eating. And yeah, it was not rewarding last year. And this year I started trying to build the garden up. And if you're going to do things properly, it's expensive. Like getting compost and mulch and stuff is like hundreds, or you could easily spend over €1,000 just setting up your garden. I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm even going to spend that much money on my groceries for the whole summer. You know what I mean? So like, what's the point? The garden, there's no way the few pieces of lettuce I'm going to grow in this garden are going to offset, or, I mean, obviously you aren't doing the garden just for financial reasons. But I realized, I'm like, yeah, no, I'd much prefer go for a run or a hike through the forest That's much more, I don't know, mentally rewarding for me than gardening. So I gave it up. Some other fool has my allotment now, and I'm sure they're doing much better with it. It's more fun watching a farming sim than actually a farm. Exactly, yeah. And it's, yeah, the climate here is much harder. Yeah, there's a much shorter growing window, so you gotta like maximize it. Yeah. Okay, what the heck am I doing? We gotta say hello to people, and I already forgot all the people we greeted, but we'll figure it out as we go along. I do remember some of them, but yeah. Let's. Okay. I guess we might as well quickly do that. I feel like do you ever just feel like you have a natural hunched? I'm like in a hunchback position today. I need to relax and sit back. I'm like hunched over my computer like a freaking gremlin. Jeez. So today, the plan, it's Tuesday. We need to run down to the wizard because we have to talk to the wizard. That's one of the people we have to talk to. Our dad in the game, in the lore. What else do we need to do? Did I pick up these? Yeah, I should start harvesting these. That was actually a good variety of things. Yeah, what do I need for the tappers? I need, I think, wood. Yeah, we gotta chop down some more trees. Or, well, we can't purchase the wood because, yeah, we don't have any money at the moment. But that could be another task for today, is we just chop trees using our energy. And we can run by the mines as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this organization, but wait. Anything that I'm going to take to the community center, I'm just going to put in this chest now. That I know I'll need for the community center. And the blackberry. Yeah. And then all this other stuff, I guess I'll just put back in here. I need to start making more chests. Put this away. Oh yeah, I need to turn this in. We could probably go do that. That's another idea for today, actually, is we could actually go to the community center and turn some stuff in. I don't know. Oh, I need to move this before I forget. Like, for sure. That's good. That's good. Okay. Actually, I'm trying to think, is it better to go down first? I think actually I'm going to go up to the mountains first. I'm going to go up by the mountain and then go to the mines to pick up some stuff. Yeah. Also to leave this coal here, leave that. And you know what? We'll do a little turn in. Why not? Hopefully I have everything. What? He is, huh? Katie, wait, what are you asking about? Oh, the wizard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is Sorry, Katie. Actually, this could be a good opportunity for me to show you. Hold on. The lore. It's a good let's review the granny lore. Some things transcend time and space, kid. It's a unique feeling in the heart, a whisper of things beyond. That is a quote from Mr. Quee, who is the previous subject of this Junimo trial. The Junimos, every few thousand years, or we don't really know, but they create a sort of Groundhog Day scenario where you have to give loved gifts to every villager in this small town on their birthday. And if you miss the love gift, or if you, I don't know, mess up like a help wanted quest, then time gets reset and you start back on spring one. You get reincarnated in a new, different body, and your soul is slightly diminished. And Granny has been chosen for this. She was once a corporate worker in the Joja megastructure. She was sent to the city as a child and raised far from her magical roots. In the farmhouse that her grandpa lived in, that she's inherited, was actually her childhood home when her parents got married. So her grandpa's daughter is the witch. Well, but before she became the witch, this was Granny's mom, and the mom was married to the wizard. And that was also before he became a wizard, but they were both like they were very magical, and grandpa was also magical. And that's also why grandpa then became the priest at the Yoba chapel. That's later in the presentation. We'll get to that. But the idea here is that she was raised on this farm, but when a blood magic ritual went wrong, the parents sent her away to boarding school in Zuzu City because they didn't want her to be negatively affected by the Junimo magic that they weren't capable of controlling. But now she's come back, haunted by regret, driven by purpose to reclaim her soul and make things right. This is good review for me. So yeah, the grandpa is an important part of the story. Granny's grandpa lived far beyond a normal lifespan, kind of like Bilbo Baggins. His secret, the Junimos, mysterious forest spirits who preserved him for a purpose. But even they could not forestall death. With his passing, the burden has shifted to Granny. The catch, each time Granny fails in her mission, the Junimos rewind time. She is reborn, but her soul grows wearier. She must succeed or relive eternity. It's kind of like the movie The Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise, except instead of an alien species that's like really violent, it's just Junimos who want you to give loved gifts to all the villagers. All right, it's very Stardew appropriate. It's very, I don't know. It matches the vibe, but let's just put it like that. A childhood lost. Yeah, this is her home. Granny's mother is the witch and her father is the wizard. They once lived in the farmhouse with her, trying to raise her in peace. They were married, but they tapped into the Junimo's power and were forever changed. The witch took more of the magic than the wizard, knowing the risks. And realizing the danger, they sent Granny away to protect her. And now she returns, unaware of how deep the valley's magic runs. A fractured family. The witch and wizard were once in love, now estranged, right? This is the witch's hut, this is the wizard's tower. Their paths split over how to handle the Junimo's powers. It's a really tragic story as well. It's like they still love each other, but also it's kind of like if you've read the Game of Thrones books, it's kind of like Jon Snow and Ygritte, where like he kind of becomes a wildling, but he's torn between his love for Ygritte as a wildling woman and his love of duty, right? That he is a man of the Night's Watch and he took the vows. He said the words. He's a watcher on the walls. And so in a way, they're parted by the Junimo power. Because there's some subtle magical chemistry that keeps them apart, because if they are together, then bad things could happen. Um, the witch lives in isolation to shield the valley from her dangerous magic, and the wizard remains near town, pursuing his own quiet studies. Their separation is the shadow Granny was born under. And she was too young when they sent her away. So she also doesn't really know her parents very well. And it's also why the wizard doesn't really know who she is. Or like he's not, maybe he does, he must know, but he's intentionally not revealing himself. He's not acting like he's her father, perhaps to protect her from the suspicion of, I don't know, the Junimo power, and probably from the suspicion of Lunimo Evil Marnie, which we will get to here in a little bit. Katie, you thought I was talking about actual lore of the game. Honestly, this is now the official lore. In my headcanon, this is so much fun to come up with. And it's also one of these things that, like, once you start going down this rabbit hole, you realize how much of Stardew lore is not explained. And it's just kind of like a suggestion. And it's really fun to be that conspiracy theory person with red string on a cork board, trying to draw the lines together. You can really appreciate having internal lore, Katie. Thank you for that. This is maybe my favorite aspect of the lore. Granny was also married. Okay, she found her love in Zuzu City. He fell terminally ill in the city. They returned to the valley desperate for a cure because Granny could remember that her parents did have some kind of magical power or something like this. So she was just desperate to save her husband. A ritual was performed using Junimo magic. It saved his life, but at a terrible cost. He was transformed into a goblin-like creature, losing all memory of her. The witch, her mom, took him in, and he now serves as her silent henchman. And this is an actual character in the game, by the way. Like, he guards the witch's hut, and you have to give him some void mayo to get past and to access the hut. But he's like, yeah, he's just his brain got fried by the Junimo magic, and Granny still loves him with all her heart. Even though Granny's a bit torn because now she has a crush on Willie. We've also established that as part of the story, that she just she like secretly desires Willie. Like when Granny reads her vampire romance novels in her spare time, she imagines Willie, okay, in all of, the smutty scene. Like Granny has an active imagination and she may be old, but her libido is still kicking. All right. Let's leave that aspect of the lore. We're not going to explore that any further. Okay. That's for the fan fiction. And I don't know, for some other part of the internet. But anyways, the henchman, Granny stays in the valley partly to see him again, maybe even save him. So that's part of our quest. Why we want to progress in the storyline is we want to get access to the witch's hut and finally meet our long lost husband. There's also the empty chapel. Her grandfather was the high priest of the Yoba faith. This was also why he was killed, or it was related. Evil Marnie, we'll get to it. The now abandoned chapel in Pierre's store was once his domain. The spiritual heart of Pelican Town has gone silent. Is Granny meant to revive more than just the farm? Rip. Granny's busy on AO3. Wait, what? Wait, what is AO3? What is it? I don't know that reference, but I'm is it a fan fiction site or something? The one who came before. So this is Mr. Quee. He is thousands of years old and once walked the path like Granny's. He too was chosen by the Junimos for a purpose beyond mortal understanding. This is why a lot of his quotes are very cryptic and allude to some like greater ability and greater desire. He completed their trials and achieved perfection. And he is maybe the only one in the valley who knows what Granny is actually up to. And he also exists beyond the reincarnation. So every time the reincarnation happens, it's kind of like he gets sent back in time as well, but he doesn't have his memory wiped the way that the villagers do. In doing so, he became something more, not a god, but no longer just a man, in achieving perfection. And that's also why he encourages Granny, the player, to achieve perfection, so that way she can sort of break free of the curse of the Groundhog Day situation. He lives apart from the world, watching, offering tests to those who follow. Though independent, he remains forever tied to the Junimo's designs. He sees Granny's journey and warns her with cryptic words, a mirror of what she might become. Now we're going to get into the crazy conspiracy theory stuff. Marnie, master of deception. What, you wonder if someone could mod the game to add little hints to this in the dialogue? It would be pretty hilarious to come up with a Granny mod like this. But yeah. No, I haven't even looked into modding, so I don't know if I would be able to do it, but it would be pretty fun, especially if you also whatever, change the code so that the game resets whenever you miss, a help wanted quest or a birthday. And maybe you get a little cutscene or something where the Junimos send Granny back in time. Marnie, master of deception. Marnie is not who she seems. Long ago, a Junimo grew dissatisfied with its place in the forest, like Lucifer or Melkor from the Silmarillion. It desired a human form and seized the body of a woman named Marnie. The real Marnie's soul was bound into a cow, forever grazing on her own farm. Possibly we haven't yet figured out who is in the other cow. It might just be it just might be a normal cow. But I am suspicious that Marnie had a partner, and the partner was killed. His body was destroyed, but his soul was able to escape and enter into one of the cows to stay with Marnie. And that's maybe why we never learn about, I don't know, the father of Jas or Shane. Where were we? The false Marnie lives as a master of deception, charming and dangerous. Her body is being possessed now by Lunimo. And this is also why she seduces Mayor Lewis to cover for her crimes, which we'll get to on the next slide, and keep him from looking too closely. So the evil Junimo, using the power of seduction and money, because the evil Junimo has access to the mines, and all the evil creatures are basically controlled by evil Marnie. And Mayor Lewis is basically bought off. So he doesn't know the full extent of her evil, but he also isn't willing to even begin suspecting her because she's paying him very well. The basement of Marnie's farmhouse hides a breeding dungeon. Every chicken, duck, rabbit, pig, goat, and sheep you buy comes from her hidden lair. And just think about it, none of these animals exist visibly on her farm. Only the 2 cows you ever see entering the light of day. Where do all these other animals come from? That's proof of unethical, inhumane breeding practices. She also has like little evil, creatures, the little monsters down here, torturing them. And this is also why her shop hours are very bizarre, because she's running her underground operation. The cows in her yard are just her cover story. One of them holds the real Marnie's trap spirit. Evil Marnie may just be the most dangerous force in the valley, even beyond Joja Corporation. And this is evil Marnie, by the way. the black and white Marnie with a Junimo on it. And Marnie is kind of like the source of all evil in Stardew Valley. The fallen Junimo Marnie is not just a corrupt farmer, she is the true architect of evil in Stardew Valley. Also, if someone made a mod, it would be so amazing if, in addition to the mines in Skull Cavern, you could do dungeons like this on Marnie's farm. And you go down and you have to like rescue the animals. I think that would be a lot of fun. And so she enslaves monsters in her hidden dungeon, forcing them to run her illegal animal trafficking operation. And this is also why she has such hatred for the animals, and she wants them to suffer because the animals are too pure in spirit for her to corrupt them. She's capable of corrupting these other monster creatures because they're susceptible, you know, to these human vices. Like in the way that Mayor Lewis is kind of, if given enough time, Mayor Lewis would also become one of these shadow spirits, like Sauron controlling the nine kings with the rings of power. The the corrupted creatures of the mines are her doing, twisted spirits that once served the forest. Grandpa began to uncover the truth. He revived the cult of Yoba, because Yoba is like the creator god that created the forest spirits, the Junimos. And so the Junimos, yeah, are kind of like the Ainur in the Silmarillion, the Maiar or the Valar spirits that kind of live in the Undying Lands and they aren't really that concerned with the affairs of mortals. But they do have a big impact on them. And so, fearing he would undo her empire of cruelty, Marnie orchestrated his death. And so this is what it leaves us with. A mystery unfolds. As Granny works towards perfection, she must also reconnect with her family, uncover the Junimo's true intent, and decide whether the cycle is her curse, her penance, or her purpose. And ultimately, she must face the question, what does it mean to be perfect when your soul is in pieces? And that's also kind of because whenever she gets reincarnated, her soul gets diminished. And so that's also a motivation for her not to. That was actually kind of fun to revisit. A nice little detour, a reminder of all the fun that we've been having. But yeah, here we are. Hey, Kuya, welcome in. Good to see you. You find making Marnie evil hilarious, Katie? I know, me too. When the idea hit me, it just made so much sense. It was like, this is the obvious explanation. Everybody focuses on Pierre being they're like, you know, they kind of hate Pierre or they hate Clint, but it's really Marnie. Marnie is the one who you really should be watching out for. You don't think you'll be able to think of a breeding dungeon in a kinky way ever again? Well, Mechanic, I don't know why you wanted to think of a breeding dungeon, and why you felt you needed to preserve that kinkiness in any other light than the Marnie backstory. That I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. All right, I'll take some time here to chop a tree. We do need the wood after all, so. Is the train thing open? No, it's not open yet. You're 100% not getting raptured for that one? Oh man, I remember growing up ultra religious and genuinely believing the rapture was coming. Whoa. Hey, this is a sign. I'm trying to get new clothes every season. And we got the trinket shirt for spring. Which also is hilarious. Such a great grandma piece of clothing because it has colored glass orbs attached. She's just been running around with all these jingles and whatever, trinkets bouncing around. Now she's got her gold breastplate, decorative armor made from solid gold. She's basically now taunting Marnie. Evil Marnie is the only one who has access to gold. And Granny's like, what's up now? What's up? You grew up religious too, Katie? Yeah, that was... I think I mentioned it on a previous stream where, like, I distinctly remember in 1999, went to my grandma's house in Alabama, and it was New Year's Eve, and I was going to bed, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, maybe I'll wake up in heaven tomorrow. Because, like, not that anybody told me we would be raptured. Maybe someone said something like that, but it just felt like, you know, Y2K was such a big thing, and everyone thought the computers were all going to crash, society was going to burn. And I was like, maybe this is, if God could pick a time, it would be good right now. I was thinking with my, like, I don't know, 12-year-old brain. Okay, wait, what am I gonna bring? Because there were some things I wanted to bring with me. The food, actually. I want to bring the food. But I do also want to keep... I can turn this in. I guess I'll bring the coal. Yeah, and I can leave some stuff here. Okay. I don't need to go down in the mines, I don't think. Hey, Amy, welcome in. How are you? Am I resetting the day due to not meeting everyone in town? No, not yet, at least. I'm planning to meet everybody. We've greeted 12 out of 28, so this is our first attempt. Though it is entirely possible that maybe there's going to be one villager that we cannot physically meet. If that happens, this run is over. We have to reset. Granny has to be reincarnated. We have to play through spring all over again, which would be such a shame because this is the run. This is the run. But yeah, if we don't catch everybody today, we'll do a reset. We won't reset the run entirely. We'll just reset the day to see. Yo, where is everybody? Demetrius is here. We'll talk to him. I don't think we talked to him yet. Yeah. It's Tuesday. Is today the day that we have the dance class or whatever? Okay, I want to do a turn in. Oh, there's Robin. Let me just talk to her real quick before she disappears. There we go. Yeah. Is it this one I need to do? Not the rare crops. Artisan bundle, yeah. Although I'm tempted not to turn in the apple here. Wait, let me see something. Yeah, okay, we do have the fodder bundle. But honestly, I think we'll get some more. I don't know, that is tough to decide. Oh wait, the pomegranate as well we might need for another bundle. Hold on. Wait. Winter Star bundle. Helper's bundle. Spirit's Eve bundle. Oh, we haven't even checked these bundles. I think we just unlocked the bulletin board. Well, okay, it's good we planted corn already. But yeah, I don't think field research. We don't need any more pomegranate because there is a pomegranate bundle on the bulletin board from someone else. This is a good one we can turn in later. Okay, so I'll go ahead and turn in the apple here, along with our apricot and pomegranate. Yeah, summer crops, fall crops, garden bundle. Oh, I should bring the blue jazz. It's kind of funny, you can't eat pufferfish without losing energy. but their roe is fine. Yeah, I guess maybe they don't produce their poison in the egg form. Evil Marnie! Evil freaking Marnie, how dare you. So, oh wait, this is important. Marnie, Shane is not her son, but her nephew. Huh. That's really interesting. And so that would make Shane the cousin of Jas. I don't know if we learned much more about Shane and like his relationships, or like who his parents were or are. Did I talk to Pierre? I think I did, yeah. But hey, everyone is here conveniently, so let's... I think I did talk to most of these people already. Yep. Yeah, literally everybody we've already talked to. Pay our respects at the Shrine of Yoba. This is a room I never come in. The Altar of Yoba. What are these two dots on the altar? The blue and red dots. What the heck is that? They're always there. Did we talk to Mayor Lewis? Nope, not yet. There we go. What if Shane was getting wise to Marnie's operation, so she cursed him into a life of sloth and torpor? Absolutely. I mean, whether or not he is aware that Marnie is now possessed, for sure, Marnie is influencing and exacerbating any underlying addictive tendencies that he has, right? That's why he's doing so poorly. That's why Jas, hold on a second. Another thing about Jas. Where are they? Where's Jas on here? Well, her birthday's coming up, so actually it's a good time to mention her. Jas, one of her loved gifts, three of her loved gifts are all dolls, the ancient doll and the two strange dolls. Marnie needs these dolls for evil, diabolical, demonic purposes, right? She's gonna, these dolls she's able to like possess, you know, and it totally makes sense when you go to the witch's hut. If you kill one of your children, if you offer your children as sacrifices in the witch's hut, they literally turn into the ancient doll, but a demonic version that flies around. And poor Jas doesn't realize that the desire for these cute, you know, girl dolls is actually being planted in her by evil Marnie to collect, you know, yeah, to collect more resources for causing chaos and evil in the world. Wait, I think we talked to Harvey already. I don't know, but let's just check. Maru's here. Harvey's here. We still have 10 more. Wait, what did she say? Sebastian is her half-brother? Dude, I don't know the backstories here. Everyone's telling me their stuff, and I'm just clicking through it. You've never considered sacrificing your children, Katie? Well, you know, it's a video game. It's an option. People thought Stardew Valley is this, oh, cute and cozy, inoffensive game where nothing bad ever happens. No, you're wrong. Even Concerned Ape says he doesn't consider his game a cozy game. Okay, there's our Gus. Oh, let's check the this actually would be really dope to get pink cake. Do we need more pink cake? Actually, it's a good time to hop back over here. Let's take a look. Pink cake. Yeah, Haley, Jas, Marnie, and Vincent. Well, Vincent were covered with the snails. Jas is covered. We have one pink cake at home for Jas. And we won't need pink cakes next year for her because she likes fairy roses, and we can get some gold fairy roses. I think that'll be better. You're very curious what we will eventually give evil Marnie for her birthday. Well, I think this might actually be part of the lore that as much as we want to destroy, as much as we hate evil Marnie and Loonimo, there are aspects of Marnie's body that the Loonimo has not fully conquered. And when we give evil Marnie, a gift that true Marnie actually loves, it is torture. There's like a saying that like, oh, be kind to your enemies, because it's like pouring hot coals on their head by returning their evil with kindness, right? That's basically what we're going to be doing with Marnie. So we have some options here. Like, of course, we could give her a pink cake if we purchased it here, but we could also give her a diamond. And the thing about the pink cake is it's more expensive to buy a pink cake than to sell a diamond. At least currently at the saloon, the price that we have is over 900 gold. A diamond is worth only 750 gold. So it might be worth it to go for the diamond instead, though I don't know how many diamonds we have. But her birthday's in fall, and by that point we'll be farming a lot in the mines, and we always end up with lots of diamonds. Also, with all the fishing we're doing, we might end up with quite a few more diamonds. Now that we have the pirate profession that gives us more treasure chests. It's not required for 100%, is it? Wait, what isn't required? The gifts? It's required to get full hearts with all your, like, to complete all of the friendship, but you don't have to give loved gifts in order to do that normally, under non-granny specific conditions. Oh, sacrificing your children. No, I've actually never done that in a playthrough, because like a lot of these things have been added later, and I typically enjoy just the early game and getting to perfection. And then once I do perfection, I'm kind of done. I don't really, I don't know, I don't really engage too much with like getting married and doing all of that stuff. But this playthrough will be a bit different since we're role playing a bit more. Also, yeah, Jas is covered. Haley will be covered. We've got sunflowers for her. The only thing would be to get the pink cake for Marnie. But honestly, we don't have the money, and it would be kind of a pain to try and, I don't know, catch fish and sell the fish or smoke the fish. Especially when we need to run around and do all we have to do this crazy. This is the hardest quest. This is the hardest help wanted quest. Greeting everybody within 2 days. This is the first time I've ever gotten this quest. I don't think I've ever seen it before. Okay, which direction am I gonna run now? I'm gonna go down to the beach. Or no, actually I need to go to the blacksmith. Pretty sure we already talked to Alex, right? Yep. Quickly, we'll check here. Oh, we don't have any reward. Oh, we do have a donation. Let's do that. Donate that bad boy. We get a chicken statue for that. But I'm gonna leave it. We'll leave the pumpkin seeds as well right now. Katie, you've gotten it before. It sucks. It would be nice if there was a way to see who you have and haven't talked to yet. Yeah, that's part of the challenge here. Like, there could be one person that we haven't talked to. Let me pass through. They all got up. They were like, how rude of you. I really wish Gunther was an NPC that we could talk to. Like Gunther and Marlin, you know, and the other guy, what's Marlin's friend, the old man sitting in the rocking chair? I wish they were all characters with stories. Or like where do they live? They don't live in town, so they must commute. Are you telling me that like the Adventurers Guild, they commute from like far away or something? Like, And you don't even actually, what the heck? You don't even see them enter the buildings. All the other characters very clearly walk from their home to their place of work or whatever place of interest around this, the valley. These characters, they literally just teleport, right? They just, show up out of thin air. Are they even real people is the question. They're like agents in the Matrix. Or I don't know. Are they connected to the Junimos? Are they servants of Mr. Kui, possibly? That actually kind of would make sense, because in Mr. Kui's dialogue, he says at some point that he is the one who put all the treasure chests in the mines in Skull Caverns. That he put them there in order for it to be more fun. That's what he says later. So it makes sense that actually the Adventurers Guild would be servants of Mr. Kui, or maybe like spirits who kind of, I don't know, sent to sort of guard and to aid and assist, Granny in her quest. As she goes further in the mines, the Adventurers Guild is there. And also as she's getting more artifacts, Gunther is there to collect and preserve these artifacts. So yeah, maybe there's something there. Have you guys thought about that? I'm just saying, it's really, really kind of suspicious. You're so confused about this game. Watched your last playthrough where you buy sprinklers yet go around watering the ground first? Amy. Also, somebody explained to me why sprinklers cannot be turned off and on by the player, but they magically turn off and on at 6 a.m. every morning when you wake up. So that's the reason, Amy. We have to manually water all the crops before we put the sprinklers down. Because if the sprinklers aren't already there when you wake up in the morning, they can't be turned on and off. They only turn on right in the morning. It's just one of the rules of the Stardew universe. I guess these sprinklers come pre-installed with a clock that, I don't know. Maybe it's about water rationing, right? Maybe Stardew Valley is in a high forest fire kind of environment, which would also explain why Concerned Ape's next game is literally about forest fires in Haunted Chocolatier. It's all connected, okay? The conspiracies, they all check out. I'm 100% right. But yeah, Amy, you only have to water it the first day. Wait, is there anything in this chest I need to bring? All these like potatoes. Do I want to bring any of this back? Right. I'll take some of it, but I'll leave some space. Have I talked to Haley? Yep. I've talked to them already. We gotta go find Willie, our crush. Oh wait, Sam we haven't talked to yet, I don't think. Yeah. I think we have to talk to Elliot as well. Oh shoot, Elliot's tricky. Elliot has a weird schedule. He comes out at 3 o'clock, I think. Oh, we get a cutscene with the man of our dreams. Come in, make yourself at home. Look, she's trying to impress him by like putting her hand in the bait. Ah, that's good stuff there. The fish go crazy for it. Just make sure to wash your hands good after dipping them in those juices. How free he is so bad. Like she cannot resist him right now. This is so sultry. The aroma's been known to linger for up to 7 weeks, miss. Oh my god. This is an X-rated video game. So you've been catching a lot of fish? Yes, we actually have. And of course we're going to say yes. Granny wants to impress him. Top tier flirting, yeah. Hey, Ruins, welcome in. Aha, a lady after my own heart. You can always count on a lady who fishes. Oh, Granny is swooning right now. This young, strapping lad with his full beard. Just putting the smolder on her. That's what me old pappy used to say, at least. Haha. Well, keep it going if you can catch every fish in these waters. I've got a special prize waiting for you. Guys, it's honestly like Concerned Ape wrote it literally for this role play. Like, we don't even need to do much heavy lifting. You know, we don't have to be Michael Scott to see that That's What She Said jokes all in here. Oh, she notices something's wrong. Aye, well, business has been tough lately. It's all started about the same time that old community center fell to ruin. The fish just don't sell like they used to. See, this is also really important. The community center is more than just a place people hang out. It's like the spiritual life force for the city. And this is why the Junimos want it restored. They want to bring back order and balance to the valley. I've been working double time just to make ends meet. No time for my own projects. But if things pick back up around here, I might have the time to show you something. Hey, yep, she's back there. An old friend that's seen better days. Granny is just like, take your shirt off, Willie. Just stop with the foreplay and let's get down to business. She spent too many years without her husband, the goblin man. Am I going to do the big help wanteds? As far as you know, you can only do one at a time, which means you miss one. Well, Katie, yes, we only need to do one at a time. And we will eventually do all of them. They do recycle and show back up on the board. So we will complete every single one of them. Don't worry. But yeah, the requirement is only to do one at a time, one per week. But actually, Katie, you can do more than one if the quest lasts more than 1 week. Like some quests last a full month. And in that case, you can actually have 2 of them active at the same time. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to leave. We got to talk to our man. A true angler's respect for the water. Don't you forget that. We have respect for you, Willie. Do I need anything from here? No. I don't want to leave anything, but I also don't want to take anything because inventory space is precious. Okay, wait. Where is... Okay, we don't have access to his home, do we? We haven't talked to Elliot yet. He might be... Hopefully he's on the bridge. Dang it, he's not on the bridge. We might have to reset this day. Just because of Elliot. We've talked to Haley and Emily already. We might not have talked to... We did talk to Vincent. We talked to Sam. Did we talk to mom, Jody? I think so. She was in the... She was doing the dance class or whatever. We talked to Leah. There's real Marnie. And I think we talked to Shane. And I know we talked to Evil Marnie, of course. We had that. Wait. We still have 4 more people. We have... Actually, we can see in our journal. We should actually be able to see... Oh, Pam. This means we haven't talked to them today. But maybe we talked to Pam already yesterday. We did talk to a few people yesterday. Oh, Shane is at work. But he'll be at the saloon. We can go back to the saloon. Who else have we not... Oh, yeah, Elliot. Elliot, hopefully he goes to the saloon. Or we have to reset the day. Or, you know, I might look at the wiki real quick. And Sebastian, he does not go to the saloon, I don't think. Or it's only on weekends. Or don't take my word on that. But yeah, we might need to run and catch him at the mountain this evening. And George as well. George and the wizard. The wizard, we can access the wizard tower till like 11 p.m. So I'm actually not going to go talk to him now because I think it's probably better for us to run back into town and try to talk to a few of these people just in case they close up shop. Like, I don't know. Got to find George. He should be at home, right? We didn't go in that home. Yeah, George and Elliot for sure are 2. So I know George and Elliot and the wizard are 3. And then maybe Shane is the last one. It's either Shane or Pam. So actually, let's run back to town. And I think we'll have to catch Sebastian when he comes out of his home. He usually goes for a smoke at around like 7 or 7:30. Okay, there's Emily. We've talked to her. Pam, let's see. Yes, Pam was 1. So that means we only have 2 more, and it's probably George. Maybe we talked to Elliot already. Let's hope. Let's just see. Let's talk to George. Or maybe, I think we talked to George. Yeah, George is done. We talked to him yesterday. So yeah, we still have, double check here, 3 more people. 1 is the wizard. Which means we have to go find Shane, Sebastian, and the wizard. Okay. Or as Elliot. Okay, let's talk to Shane. Come on, please. Okay, good. 2 more. And I'm pretty sure it is Sebastian. I just want to run down here to see if Elliot is available, because if he's like outside his home, it could actually be a good opportunity to quickly catch him. Doesn't look like it though. Yeah, Sam, we've already talked to. Goodbye for now? What the heck? What are you talking about, bro? That's such a random thing to say right when I walk up and say hello. Elliot should be in Cindersap right now, mechanic. Ah, okay. But wait, Katie, Elliot strikes you as a pretentious poet, not gonna lie. I kind of like Elliot. I like that he's true to himself and that, like, that he's a creative, like, he's really trying to write, you know, and like being creative. I've got respect for that. And actually, I don't find him insufferable. Like, if you think of like, I know people from like university days who were like super pretentious, and he's not even close to being that obnoxious. You know, like the stereotypical person who's like, they've taken like their first intro to philosophy class and suddenly they've decided they are now the self-appointed Socrates of their friend group, and you're like, okay, all right, bud. All right. But yeah, wait, should I go find Elliot first? It's 6 p.m. Yeah, actually, I think we have time. We do need to run up to the mountain to find Sebastian, but he should be out till like closer to 9 o'clock. We will still need to go. Oh, here he is. That's it. Okay, so we've already talked to Sebastian. We covered him. This is perfect. I'm so glad we didn't run up to see Sebastian. Now we go talk to our dad. The final piece of the puzzle. The wizard. Granny has some daddy issues. Wait, is it up here? Yeah. And mommy issues. You know? It's tough. Please? Wait, you gotta be kidding me. It is Sebastian. Does the wizard not count? Sebastian? That's literally it. Because I mean, that's everybody. I've literally talked to every single person today. We had already talked to a few people in the previous day on the last stream. But it has to be Sebastian then. I thought for sure the wizard was one. But we must have talked to the wizard? That doesn't make any sense. We would not have seen the wizard yesterday. Is the wizard not part of the 28? No, he is. Okay, Katie, you just think it's funny about Elliot, not judging. All right, that's fair. Oh, evil Marnie, how dare you? Something you can relate to. The mommy and daddy issues. Look, I'm just trying to make Stardew accessible. All right, I'm making it more realistic, so to speak. Oh, by the way, yeah, we don't have any help wanted today, and birthdays aren't until Jas. Okay, I gotta get going. Sebastian, if he goes home and we miss him, he might not have come out today. I don't remember his schedule exactly, but he should be by the water having a smoke. Is he the only NPC that smokes? Please? Oh my god, he's here. Yes. Done. I'm looking forward to the cold, damp season. Feel more at home. We got our prize ticket. We did it. Oh my god, that was a difficult... I mean, that was hard. It took like the whole day to do that. I'm trying to think of like what else I could do today with the time and energy. Can I access this house at night? I think so. He's just standing there. Oh, we get the Star Drop tea. Maybe we give it to Willie on his birthday. Granny has some favorites. Yeah, it was a close call, exactly, Katie. Yeah, we should definitely chop some more trees. We could use our energy for that. Seb is such a goober. You love him, mechanic. Oh, we get a cutscene with Shane. I forgot about this one. What do they talk about? Here, have a cold one. Buh, life. You ever feel like no matter what you do, you're gonna fail? Like you're stuck in some miserable abyss and you're so deep you can't even see the light of day? I just feel like no matter how hard I try, I'm not strong enough to climb out of that hole. Heh, fast drinker, huh? A woman after my own heart. Just don't make it a habit. You got a future ahead of you still. I like he's talking to us like we're younger than him or something. Like, dude, we've got decades on you, bro. You've got the future ahead of you. I guess now that she actually, Granny kind of is immortal in some sense now. You know, the Junimos are preserving her. Well, my liver's begging me to stop. Better call it a night. See you around, Granny. I love the music. All right. Dude, Granny is so slow. -1 speed? What the heck? I'll chop this tree down. But otherwise I need to start heading home because it's gonna be too late. How long does this last? Okay, good. Some wood. Are there any trees here? There's one. Or two. Okay, we did get some more wood. That's nice. Look at our beautiful farm. So yeah, we're quickly running out of space here. Alcohol does that. One of several reasons not to drink. Yeah. Yeah, Shane is a good illustration, I suppose, of the dangers of alcohol. Another reason the game is not cozy, you know, like there's some real stuff in here. Okay. Did we do everything today? We took care of whatnot. On some, like, this is actually really sad on some level, that like the reason that we need to build coops and barns on the farm isn't just so that we can profit, but it's literally to create a sanctuary to rescue the animals from Robin's dungeon of doom. The chambers of torture. Actually, I'm gonna leave I'll get the cauliflower tomorrow. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter if we replace it tonight. As long as we replace it in the morning, it takes the same amount of time. So we can go to sleep. No birthdays today. We did everything. That day was kind of fun because we got to like see all the villagers. Even though it was kind of a wasted day because we couldn't really do anything except run around and talk to people. Oh, an earthquake during the night. Unfortunately, you've had experience with in your real life long before playing this game. I'm sorry to hear that, Katie. Yeah, alcohol is just one of those things that's so dangerous, and it's almost strange how casual we treat it socially, you know? But it's one of the most destructive products that is available for people to, you know, buy and whatever. At least here in Finland, there are definitely efforts to try and curb the sale of alcohol. There's like, it's heavily taxed, and actually it's funny, the Alco, the state monopoly on alcohol, publishes a report every year. And one of the things they brag about is selling less alcohol. So it's like the state is doing a good job if they've reduced the amount of alcohol. And I guess, fortunately, the trend for alcohol has been decreasing. Like, younger people aren't purchasing alcohol as much as previous generations here in Finland. But now they're into vapes, and their brains are getting fried by freaking TikTok anyway. You know, so who knows? Who knows, poor Gen Z, what they're going to be up to in 30 years. But yeah, alcohol, yeah, one of my best friends really struggled with it and went to rehab and really transformed his life. And I'm really proud of him. I feel really fortunate that I don't have an addictive personality or anything, you know. So it's like it's never really been like I don't know, it's never been an addiction for me. But I've seen it myself as well for people and one of my close friends, how destructive it is in your life. Is there any vendor that works ethically in this universe, Ruins? I mean, Robin's pretty ethical, right? I mean, she's just like a carpenter, and you're buying, like, you buy stone and wood from her, so it's not like animals. She's not, you know, what is it, like exploiting animal labor, exploiting animal bodies. So Robin is probably the best. And then actually Clint is like super cool. I'm a Clint fan. I think because Clint is such a weirdo, he unfortunately doesn't have a redemption arc in the current version of the game, but I really think he could be. Like, he actually has such a good story, being so socially awkward, having this huge crush on Emily, and being such a weirdo about it, you know. And like, but he's not actually a creep, you know. Like, he's just yeah, he's really awkward. There's a part of me that sees the good in him that other people are so quick to judge and be like, oh, he's basically an incel. It's like, actually, shut up. He's a blacksmith just being of service to society. You know, such a nice guy. But thank God there's no Reddit in the Stardew world. You know, Clint would be quickly radicalized down the alt-right pipeline. Shane would be a climate change denier. Pam would be anti-immigrant. No, I'm sorry. That's actually, that's not part of the lore, okay? That's not entering the headcanon of what would happen to people with access to Reddit and QAnon, or 4chan, God forbid. This, if you think about the technology, this does exist kind of in like the early 2000s, like, or like late 90s, because there's like a Sega Genesis and a Super Nintendo. You can see the game systems. And none of the characters have cell phones. They all have all the phones are the ones that you are like landlines. So the world has that kind of like late 90s, early 2000s nostalgia to it. But yeah, you're scared of your own generation, Katie. It's not even Friday and you're talking about alcohol. Hey, 27, welcome in. Good to see you. But yeah, no, we're just talking about alcohol in the context of Stardew Valley and the stories that it's telling. I think that's one of the things I love so much about this game. The way that these villagers all have really interesting backstories that you get to experience as you unlock their friendship. And that's an important part of the role play for Granny, right? Like, this is, part of, I guess, the challenge is like not just giving them loved gifts, but also being there for them in these important times of need, these important moments for them, especially someone like Shane, who needs to get better. And yeah, we've already decided we've already decided Granny cannot give Shane a beer on his birthday, even though it's technically a loved gift. Granny, she knows. she won't do that. That's like the most un-Granny thing, to give your grandson beer when you know that he's an alcoholic. But yeah, Clint massively price gouges the ores. I guess Robin's even worse, because Robin goes ×5 in year 2. All the wood and stone cost 5 times as much. But yeah. You've heard me say Robin's dungeon and wondered if there are more dungeons in this town. Sorry, I don't know if I misspoke. I meant to say Marnie's dungeon. But yeah, no, Robin doesn't have a dungeon under the house, at least not that we know of. But who knows? We'll discover some more secrets. I feel like I'm like a dungeon master or a game master coming up with all the roleplay lore. You can totally see Clint going down the red pill rabbit hole. Shane is a flat earther. Oh, George? George doesn't even need Reddit. Like he's already there. Uh, I don't know. Marnie just looks like a Republican. I mean, what the hell? Look at that hair. That's she's got that like wannabe corporate 1980s businesswoman hairstyle to her. I'm projecting that onto her a little bit, I'll admit, but she's evil Marnie, okay? She's like this is also why she doesn't mind that Joja Corp has moved into town, Joja Mart. It's only Pierre. Pierre's the only one standing up for the small business, standing up for himself. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I maybe Harvey is actually secretly a born again, like ultra evangelical, which is also hilarious because he's like a doctor, but he doesn't believe in evolution. I feel like that would be pretty hilarious. he's, he's also like maybe kind of anti-vax, but he abstains from giving vaccinations because he's been I don't know. Oh, and it's also it works to his favor because he has more sick patients, and he even has dialogue where he admits that he feels kind of bad that business is good when people get sick in the fall. I think it's in the fall when people are more sick. He has some dialogue where he mentions that, and you're like, oh yeah, really? Because it's fall season, and why aren't you doing any vaccinations? Like if you think about it, there are no vaccines in this game. And Harvey, he should be on top of that, but he isn't. Um, but yeah, but Harvey's like it's all part of God's plan. All right. And anyways, I don't know where we're going with this. I think it's fun and hilarious in a way to uh, annoyed spirits. Oh wait, what was the weather? A storm is approaching. Ah, okay. Queen of sauce. Yeah, omelet. But also, by the way, like that's why I was like, what is it? Marnie believes in trickle down economics. Like even though it's not in her interest to vote for these pro corporation politicians, you know, she she's susceptible to that ideology where she's like the taxes are evil, and that's also what made her such a good target for Lunimo, the evil Junimo, to possess her because she wasn't, I don't know, she wasn't guarded ideologically. She kind of fell. I don't know. I'll have to work on that a little bit more, but the lore is there. Am I going to be doing potatoes? We don't really have enough cauliflower to be kegging it or jarring it, but we have lots of potatoes. And I was debating strawberries. We get more for the strawberries, but I kind of want to save the strawberries. I don't know why, but it seems like I should. So we'll just go potatoes. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. You never bought wood or stone, to be honest, Katie? Katie, that's actually one of the tips I give is like make as much money in year one as you can and purchase all the stone and wood, especially wood, that you need to make like several hundred kegs. And buy all of it at the end of year one before the prices go up. And then it's totally worth it. Because it's a lot. Because once you get your economy going with crops and artisan goods, then you get tons of kegs, and then you're really cooking when you get to Ginger Island. You've got your farm set up, all star fruit or ancient fruit, and you can just keg hundreds of fruit per week. And it's better just to buy the wood than to try to chop trees, regrow the trees, and do it more gradually that way. It takes way longer to do that. So totally worth it. The iron from or like yeah, I guess the ores from Clint aren't as critical, but do also help a lot. Actually, I buy a lot of ores from Clint at the end of year one usually, and I use all the ores to make the kegs. Um, Harvey has that evangelical face mechanic. He actually kind of has like a from The Simpsons, the next door neighbor Flanders. He doesn't look like Flanders, but he kind of has that Flanders persona of just being like such a I don't know, like innocent. He has like a very innocent persona. I don't know. He doesn't really do much either, right? You never see him in the saloon. He just hangs out in the yard, and that's pretty much all he does. And then he's also a doctor, right? So that's also the thing. Like Flanders is like, despite being very kind of naive, in The Simpsons, Flanders is also like really capable, you know. And it reminds me of like those like super evangelical families that have like homeschooled their kids, and like the homeschooled kids are actually really good at things like math and I don't know, and languages and what. And you're like, how are your kids all fluent in German? And like the parents don't speak German at all, but they homeschooled them and the kids learned it. And like, you know, like it's one of the it's like he probably grew up in one of those families. That's how he became a doctor, because he passed all the exams and he was way smarter than all the kids that went to public school or even private schools, because he was a nerd. He was raised with that Protestant work ethic, you know, but also that same sense of Protestant insecurity, insufficiency. So Harvey actually has a huge, what is it like, complex, like insufficiency complex. He's never enough, even though he's actually like maybe the smartest and wealthiest in Pelican Town. He still feels like I don't know, he isn't doing enough. Um, and that's I don't know. But yeah, but he has to commute to Zuzu City to go to his prayer group, because there's no evangelical church here in Pelican Town yet. But maybe that's what he's working on. He wants to start. He wants to quit his job as a doctor to become the whatever the pastor of a small church in. All right, I don't know. This is too much now. I'm going down this rabbit hole too far. But hold on, wait. You guys are making some good comments here, Katie. You don't understand the point of the fortune teller. That's another thing. Yeah, in the which festival is it in fall? I think we have the fortune teller, but we have to figure out how that works in, because the fortune teller is related to the wizard. The wizard talks about the fortune teller, and says a few things about how like they're old friends or they went to school together or something like this. I can't remember. Yeah, make MZGA, make Zuzu great again mechanic, exactly. Strawberries are a love gift for Demetrius and Maru. Maybe it's worth keeping aside. So actually, you're correct. And that's why I have 5 gold strawberries here. So yeah, we are safe on that. And yeah, we can keep the regular strawberries as well, just in case. Who knows? Maybe we'll want to put them in the seed makers for year 2, so we don't have to wait until um, whatever the 13th, and we can get more strawberry harvest out of that. But yeah, the holdup with kegs is the oak resin. Yeah, Katie, you got to get. That's why one of my goals is to have the tappers set up already here in summer, actually. And that reminds me, maybe we can set up a few tappers, right? What do we need? Oh yeah, we don't even, I was thinking we might need the quartz, but no, we just need wood and copper. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and make, wait, I'm missing, oh, we need more wood. That's, yeah, we need more wood. That's okay. For sure, we'll put one here, and one there. We also grab this. This is good. Our population grew naturally, so we didn't even need to do anything with that. But now we have crab roe. Kind of pointless. I don't think these are going to be very valuable. But I feel like we also need a roe chest because we're going to be getting lots of roe from all the fishing and everything. Okay. I haven't decided what to do today. Am I going to sell this cauliflower? It's Wednesday. Pierre is closed, so we can't even sell that to him today. That's okay. I don't think we need to buy anything today anyways. We have, this is also proof of evil Marnie's seduction, right? Mayor Lewis has lost his purple shorts. He's asking you to find and return them discreetly. Right? This is also part of their kink, right? Like, there's no way the mayor is going to ask you to do this for him unless he knows that you're going to find out that he's sleeping with evil Marnie. Like, he wants you to find out because he's kinky, right? Like, that turns him on more than, like, because, I mean, he could just, he left them intentionally there, right? And he's the mayor. Like, why would he be worried? There's no police coming for him or anything, you know, like, what a weirdo. And of course, evil Marnie knows this. She's playing into it. And she isn't afraid of Granny, right? Evil Marnie is like, yeah, come get the purple shorts. For her, she is gloating. This is a trophy of her power. She's got the mayor wrapped around her finger. So yeah. Actually kind of got that to that conclusion on your own. You have 2 sheds fully dedicated to kegs and preserves jars. Wow, two sheds? Wow, that's a lot. I typically don't even make sheds. I put all my kegs out in the open. I just can't be bothered with sheds sometimes, but it does clean up your farm a bit. I think it's because I also put kegs all over the map, not just on the farm. And on Ginger Island especially, that's where I usually put them. There's a lot of space. He has a book titled DIY Knee Surgery. So is he really a doctor? Oh, is that one of his books in Harvey's library? I know, right? Like, what sort of medical text has he gone through? Maybe that's also why he's not such a great doctor, because instead of getting his degree from like a proper medical university, he got it from like a Bible institute. Like the ultra religious don't like there are some like billionaire donors, right, who are ultra religious and who donate lots of money to these like conservative Christian universities or whatever, and they're like, we need a medical school that teaches doctors the truth. We can't be teaching none of this evolution nonsense. We got it, and that's how they funded a medical school through a Bible institute. But of course, they had to hire doctors that wouldn't teach science. And so the doctors that are graduated, they're not like bad doctors, but they're also like not good. You know what I mean? Like that's part of maybe Harvey's complex, right? He kind of knows that he's not taken seriously as a doctor in the wider doctor world. And yeah, even his license is frowned upon because other doctors don't think that the Bible Institute should be allowed to give medical degrees, but because the billionaire donors have so much sway and influence, they've also elected alt-right politicians to just override the Center for Disease and Control or whatever, the CDC, or whatever governing body is that gives medical school accreditation. This feels like it's a little too close to real life. Hold on, I need to take a quick break. But I feel like, to be consistent, it's not like actual evangelical Christianity. It's like a version of Yoba, right? The Yoba religion that, the chapel there is more like of the Orthodox kind, but like there are the born again Yobians. I don't what are they called? The Yoba believers that are trying to bring the Yoba faith back to its early church days. And so they take the Yoba text very literally and disbelieve all of science and everything. And that's why he has that book, DIY Knee Surgery, because there are no medical texts that the Yoba Bible Institute approves, and so they have to get by with these, like, DIY knee surgery, how to treat herpes for dummies or something. I don't know. Um, uh, you would have the book front and center to scare your patients mechanic. Salmonberry wine is a scam, Katie. Don't do it. It's a waste. Because salmonberries are so cheap, they don't make much money. The cabins are basically free, yeah, mechanic. But you can't move the furniture around. I don't think so. Or can you? Like the TARDIS from what is that? From Doctor Who. Basically, Harvey went to Brigham Young University. I mean, even more, probably like Liberty University or something. The Church of Yoba of Latter-day Saints. Oh, you can move the furniture in the cabins. Okay. Okay, getting comfortable here. I haven't decided what we're going to do today. I'm kind of just taking it easy here. We've been playing pretty slow, and I'm enjoying it because you guys are sparking more lore about the villagers. See, I think Pam probably maybe has some more radical ideas, but she's not militant about it, whereas George for sure, is like, he wants ICE to come arrest all the immigrants or something. George is such a racist or something, and anyway, I don't know. Maybe that's too real. What are we gonna do today? Today is Wednesday the 3rd. Do we the luck was not very good today, right? Although I don't think it really matters. Like, somewhat annoyed. Today could be a good day just to go to the mines, because at some point we need to check the help wanted board. Yeah, maybe I'll go to the mines and just go 5 floors. That's probably a good practice. We go to the mines, we go 5 floors. I don't know, what else could we do? Chop some wood, collect some more resources, do some fishing. I mean, yeah, it's like fishing is good to do. We could, of course, fish for the crimson fish. Oh, we need to build. We need to build another fish pond. Right? And the fish pond costs 5,000 gold. We can't do that today. Wait, Katie, your friend goes to Liberty. No way. The small world. Here we go. Yeah, let's run up to I don't think I need to bring anything else. I think we're good. We're doing fine. The legend doesn't ever ask for anything, I don't think. Because the pond can't grow more than 1 legend. But when we get that legend row, that's going to be worth a lot. When we put that in a preserves jar. I mean, on some level, making more preserves jars is probably what we should be doing. Although we don't have much We don't have much to put in the preserves jars at the moment. We have to wait till the melons are ready. Oh, I should have brought the trash, but that's fine. Okay. I mean, I could have brought some other stuff as well. All right. Come on. Oh my god, did I... I almost took damage, and we would have had to reset the day, but thankfully... There we go. We also want to get crabs. I didn't take damage there, right? Good. What if Gunther is a Freemason, and that's why you can't talk to him? You know, I don't know too much about the Freemasons. But yeah, he's part of some secret society. I mean, obviously, like Marlin and the Adventurers Guild is kind of a secret society in its own way. Oh no, I don't like this. Thankfully, this sword makes everything easier. I think we already turned in that dwarf scroll. Oh god, that was close. What the heck? There we go. Take him out. I think it is worth it to go for these boulders right now. We have time today. Like, we're in no rush. We just need to go 5 floors. We have all the weapons that we need. We're good. And there's a ladder. No problem. You don't know what the general student going populace is like, but he's accepting of you, so that's nice. True. I do remember meeting someone from Liberty University. He was a really nice guy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, obviously you shouldn't judge people. Because, like, I went to Baylor University for my undergraduate. And I really enjoyed going there. And it's like a Christian university. But it's like, you don't have to be Christian to go there. And in fact, there are a lot of people who aren't Christian that attend. But it is kind of weird when I get emails from like the dean or whatever, and they're like, we're promoting, you know, the mission of Jesus. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I don't know. Wait, Katie, Baylor is an hour away from you? Where in Texas do you live? I grew up in San Antonio. I wasn't born in Texas. I was born in Colorado. And then we lived in Mississippi briefly. But from the age of 7, I lived in San Antonio. Okay, you're in DFW. Yeah. My best friend is from Dallas. I spent a summer in Dallas. And lived with my best friend there, and that was one of the best summers ever. It was the summer before I moved to Finland, actually. In 2015. But yeah, I do remember Dallas being really sad. Like, it's like the polar opposite of Finland in so many ways. Like, everything is about the car, right? You have to have a car. You got to drive everywhere. The downtown area of Dallas is so sad. It's just a concrete jungle, a monument to the automobile and the corporation. you know, and that's it. It's a and like I grew up in San Antonio, which is like still part of Texas, but it's a different culture. Like Dallas is all about like the brunch. Like I'm like I don't remember brunch being a thing. You know, the but I don't hate Dallas. I had some good memories there. But when I think about how I felt living in Dallas versus Helsinki, it's like night and day. Like I feel so at home in Helsinki, even though I can't even speak the Finnish language. Still, I don't know. Got him. Got him. There we go. But yeah, you live near Wheaton College, and people you met from there were really nice on the surface until they got drunk and started talking politics mechanic. Well, yeah, you got to be careful. Politics is always tricky with, I don't know, with people. Oh, that was so close. I was not expecting. By the way, I'm freaking out. If you don't know, I'm not allowed to take any damage. If I take damage, I have to reset the day. So that's why I'm kind of like being extra careful. I thought that I could kill the green slime with one hit because it's 20 to 30 damage, and those slimes are really weak. But apparently, actually, I should be more careful. I was overconfident. Oh, hell yeah. We need to plant these summer squash seeds. But yeah, Dallas is very New Yorky, to be honest. Yeah. It does have like an uppity vibe. It's, but I don't know. Yeah, issue with public transport in this area is so big. It's like, it's so crazy that like in Texas and in North America in general, people freak out about the idea of spending money on public transportation, but then they're like, "Oh yeah, well let's spend like $6 billion to create more highways that like scientifically have been proven not to solve the problem, right?" It's like induced demand. The more lanes you add to the highway doesn't actually reduce traffic. It only induces more people to take the highways, and it reduces the opportunity for alternative paths, like with public transit or like pedestrian and bike, options. But yeah, Dallas could be worse. It could be Amarillo. I don't really know Amarillo that well, so I'm not gonna, I don't know, enter that fight. But that's funny. I don't know if I've ever really been to the Panhandle, now that I think about it. The only way this run could be ruined would be a rock crab right now come smack me. Or one of these mother. See? Hold on, I gotta get comfy. Get out of here. Oh my god, I am a god. Oh my god, I am a god. I'm calling to myself. That's how insane Granny is with the reflexes. How do we not have a ladder? This is just... There, oh my god, finally. We could also fish for the stonefish. Maybe we do that? Right, it's on floor 20, we could fish for it. Unless there's something else that we need to do on Wednesday. There's no one's birthday. We do need to check the help wanted board. But yeah, we could fish. Look, I'll come back for some of these things. Amarillo is just a suburb planted in the panhandle. Yeah. Everything is just a suburb of Dallas at this point. Getting some ghost fish. Though I do miss a few things about Texas. I miss chips and salsa. Like fresh homemade tortilla chips with fresh homemade salsa at a proper like Tex-Mex restaurant. Not even a proper Tex-Mex. Yeah, but even if it's homemade at any restaurant, it's like, oh, I miss that. And like a proper frozen margarita. I don't think I've even seen a place that serves margaritas in Finland. And if they do, I don't trust it. I don't. There's a restaurant here called Santa Fe. And I've only been to it once. And it was only because a Finnish friend wanted to see what I thought of it. Let's just say they served guacamole. And it was the type of guacamole that has, I think, 2% avocados in it. Like, what is in it? If it's only 2% avocado, what else is in here? And they sell that guacamole in the store as well. It's shameless. It's like, I don't know. It makes me lose faith in the Finnish people. No, it's a little too extreme. But seriously, like, yeah, it was not that great. But I don't know. I don't want to like. It was very touristy. It wasn't like a little mom and pop shop that they just were doing something kind of different and weird. It was a very kind of like corporate touristy Santa Fe restaurant that was, you know, just doing the bare minimum. But yeah, I do miss that Tex-Mex food. Do they do Taco Friday in Finland, or is that just a Norway thing? I don't think we do that here. We got to make sure I don't exhaust myself. Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to catch the stonefish today, honestly. But I might as well just keep going. You want a brisket taco, Katie? I don't know the pattern for the stonefish, but I think it stays at the bottom. But yeah, Mechanic, I've never heard Finnish people talk about Taco Friday, so I don't think it's much of a thing here. However, people do make tacos at home. Like, there are those, like, the Tex-Mex taco spice packets that you can get, and people will do that. And that's fine. That's fine. I got nothing against that. Like, especially if you're making it kind of fresh. But, yeah, some fresh salsa. And I'm just catching trash. What the heck is this? Can we get a stonefish? You've got chorizo. It's kind of funny because when I left Texas, well, I left in like 2015, but went back for studies. And then right when I moved back to Finland was when I became vegan. And so I don't even know how many of the Tex-Mex restaurants would have like vegan options. Vegan chorizo. Is the ghost fish really valuable? Like, is it worth smoking the ghost fish? I should look this up, actually. Because this could be a really good fish to farm if it's like 200 gold. Oh, whoops! I thought I saw the thing. Okay, I do need to be careful about the time. In Dallas, probably a fair amount. And yeah, I know like there are a lot more people that are choosing to be vegan now, or at least to like, yeah, order vegan food on the menu. So restaurants are more inclined. But I don't know, because like with Tex-Mex, it is very traditional, and like a lot of like Latin American food is very meat and cream and cheese heavy, you know, meat and dairy heavy, and eggs as well. So it can be quite difficult to I guess, adapt. But and that's part of my issue is like I don't really care for food that's trying to imitate meat. It's like I don't crave that, I guess. But I like to try like new and creative things. Like there's this really good vegan burger I like to get here in Finland. And like I don't know, the patty that they make is homemade. I mean, it has like beans and like maybe like chickpeas in it, but also like I think sunflower seeds and some other things. So it's like really flavorful and kind of crispy. They crisp it up really well when they cook it. Okay, we're just going to call it here because I don't think we're going to catch the stonefish today, but that's okay. We got a lot done otherwise. Let's see. What do I want to bring home? For sure, I'm going to leave all the trash here because that's where the recycling machine is. Like some of this stuff, I would prefer to bring back, yeah, more of the things that are like, I don't know, useful on the farm or maybe good to have just in storage. But I do want to be careful because I might pick up some forage on the way home, so that's probably good. Okay. Here's a little tip. When you're low on energy, just keep your scythe equipped in case you accidentally left click. And then you don't exhaust yourself. Yeah, you want your veggie burgers to taste like veggies and spices mechanic. Like the imitation meat is fine, like the Impossible Burger. But the other thing about those is they're often expensive. Like they cost quite a lot. Oh, I totally could have done this today. I should have picked this up. But we'll go tomorrow anyway. We need to go another 5 floors. So we'll kill some more slimes doing that. So yeah, just double check, yeah. So tomorrow, interestingly, this bounty is not given by anybody. Like, I didn't realize that for the Help Wanted quest, some of them don't have anyone associated with it. Is that intentional? Or did, like, it almost seems like Concerned Ape just forgot to include a person. But maybe not, because, yeah, maybe... I do wonder, like, do you get... Because normally with Help Wanted quests, you get friendship points when you complete it. So when I do this, do I get friendship points with the whole town? Is that... Probably not, right? That would be way too powerful. When you do have something vegan, Katie, it's not so it can taste like meat. Yeah. What are the stars on the left? Wait, what do you mean? The left of what? The stars on the left? Oh, here? Wait, in the friendship? These are hearts. No, not stars. There's stars here that are like secrets or whatever that you unlock. There are also stars over here that represent the achievements. Maybe, did you see one of these, like down here? Like the achievements, if I catch, I think maybe I got an achievement today, catch 24 different fish, or catch 100 fish. Probably this. On the quest board, the help wanted board. Oh, these, yeah. So these were added in 1.6 recently, or I guess within the last year, whenever he released it. And as you complete each help wanted quest, these fill up. And when you get 3 stars, you get a prize ticket. And the prize ticket, like we had earlier, you can turn in at Pierre's, or sorry, at Mayor Lewis's, and get a prize from the prize ticket machine. But yeah, you're a veggie but could never give up yogurt or cheese and become vegan. Yeah, I know it's like for some people, like you know, everyone is on their own journey in life. You know, like it surprises me like how difficult people think becoming vegan is. At least not for me. I was like, it was like the most obvious and easy thing. Of all the difficult things to do in life, I was like, being vegan was not at all a struggle. Like, I don't know, but I also don't really have an addictive personality to like food or anything. So it wasn't like I wasn't really missing anything. And importantly, I discovered vegan food that satisfied me. So I wasn't just eating like iceberg lettuce, you know, and nothing else. Like, no, I discovered how to make really good creamy meals like with cashews. Now, actually, I prefer the taste of oat milk to regular milk, and I prefer the taste of cashew cream to regular creams and whatever. So it was like I found these replacements that really, I don't know, like made me realize I was like I was eating stuff that I didn't really want to or I didn't agree with, you know, and there were other options out there. So that was actually really a cool time to discover that for me. But yeah, the Impossible Burger is scary realistic. Fine for people who think they can go vegan on account of taste, but don't want to have to worry they accidentally put in an animal. Yeah. You went dairy free, Katie, but you hated it. Yeah, it can be tough. I think, yeah, it can be really tough sometimes, especially if you feel like you're missing it or craving it. I never had that struggle. I was, I guess, quite lucky. Maybe my motivations were very, I don't know, it was very obvious to me to do it. So it wasn't like I felt like I was going against my judgment or my nature. Okay, what do we got here that I gotta put away? Stuff. I got junk. I got junk in the trunk. Oh, actually, let's see here. Evil Marnie. We can't. I mean, even just having her Wikipedia page open is just I'm getting bombarded with evil energy right here. Um, Also, why are there Finnish words in the suggestions? Käydä. Kantaverkko. I don't even remember searching for these words, but they must be from when I've been practicing Finnish. That's kind of funny. For some reason, the Stardew Valley wiki loads those. What if they were like really embarrassing search words or something? I'm like, oh guys, I promise I wasn't looking up that. It's like it's actually like Marnie fan fiction or something, like really inappropriate Marnie fan fiction, and I'm like, I swear, guys, I swear. It would be so on point though if it was actually that like she's affecting me in real life, she's seducing me in IRL. I swear, guys, I promise, I swear. Okay, what the heck? What was I gonna look up? Oh, ghostfish, yeah. Um, Iridium. Oh man, that sucks. They're not worth much. Technically, they are worth it to smoke, but not really. I don't know. It's so little money. I'd rather just keep the coal than to have to worry about buying more wood from Robin with the money we make from this. But yeah. But that's fine. I mean, we can also sell them. I might as well just sell the high quality ones because I don't think we need to give them as gifts, right? Oh wait, no, the ghost fish isn't one of the luau gifts. That's why I was fishing for the stonefish so that we can do it for the luau. It would also be nice to plant these, but we don't have. Oh, actually, we do. Look. Oh, this is good. Okay, let's do that and that. Okay. I do have time. I could plant the whatever, the summer squash. Where am I going to plant it? I only have 3 of them, and I want to put them in a place where I can put a sprinkler, so probably over here. Let's go ahead and just sell these raw. Raw and wriggling, like Golem. We sell them to Golem. Okay. Like, maybe here? We will have to water those, like, tomorrow. Unless this... Actually, we might get it at midnight, so we might as well just wait a little bit. Now, do some chores. Because if we can make that sprinkler, we can put it down. I think I put it in around 10 p.m. Uh-oh. I don't want to wait too long. At this point, I think we just go to sleep. Let's leave that. All right. Pretty good. You use your greenhouse plants for the continuously regrow. Yeah, it's Jass's birthday today, by the way. The 4th. We are giving her a pink cake, Ruins. Yeah, we do need to replace that. Though, oh, it's raining today. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, is today a good day to go fishing because it's raining? It'll be a sunny day tomorrow. Displeased spirit, so actually it's not a good day for either going to the mines or fishing. But we might as well fish anyway. Oh, here we go. Dorado is a summer fish. Forest rivers during day. Rainbow trout found in forest rivers and in the mountains during the day. Pufferfish found in the ocean in the early afternoon. And octopus found in the ocean during the morning. Catch them while you can. We could go for pufferfish and octopus. I mean, you could also go for crimson fish. We don't, well, we won't be able to get crimson fish until I use the wood to repair the bridge. So we got to do that. Okay, let's refill these. Yeah, the pickled potato. Debating. None of this row is all that valuable. We need higher quality row. So I'm just going to put the potatoes in there. There could be an argument that we just make it and sell it. Or we might need it for the community center. Like we could make a jam and just save, like we could put one strawberry in there or one salmon berry to make a jam that we donate. But yeah, you live in the middle of nowhere, mechanic, and you make your own cheese from cashews. It's super addictive, but when you have to access a health food store, you like Kite Hill and Chow. I've never heard of those. Are you, where in the world are you located, mechanic? Are you also in the DFW area or what? But no, you're in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know, maybe further out. But that's cool. I've never made proper like cashew cheese, but I make the cream. And it's so easy to make. You just like boil some water and then like soak the cashews in the boiling water for like 30 minutes. And then you like whatever, drain it and add in the whatever water and salt. And actually I make a sour cream with lemon juice. And that's when I make chili. I make a black bean quinoa chili that just blows my mind with the cashew sour cream. Oh, that's making me hungry for it right now. Jeez. Hey, we got 500G. Very nice. Pickle it. Might need more coffee, Katie. Sounds amazing. You're in the Four Corners area. Oh, I've been over there once and went to the national park. What's the national park there? That it's like, it was so cool. It had all of the, I'm gonna like embarrass myself. I don't know is it the Pueblo structures? Like in the cliffs, like the homes that were built into the cliffs by the American Indians there. It was like really cool. I had such a I did a road trip there with one of my best friends, and we did Colorado through Utah, through New Mexico, and a little of Arizona, but not much. I was mostly the others, and then back up to Colorado. There's lots of cliff dwellings all over the place. Okay, yeah, so it's not just in that one national park. But I forget the name of it. It was a really cool national park. And also, I do distinctly remember it because we had the hottest tour guide. Like, she was so cute. I was like, damn. And also she was in that like, what's the national park uniform? It's very like distinctive with the hat and everything. And I was like, how am I supposed to focus on the important history when, you know, we were blessed by the Junimo gods that day. But yeah, she was a good guide. Not that I remember anything because I was distracted, but that wasn't her fault. So stupid. What am I talking about? Okay, wait. We got to go to Jas today, so let's go ahead and get our gift for her. We've got the pink cake. Hallelujah. We should also have here enough for a sprinkler. Comme ça. Actually, we need to put that away. Also, we put away the potatoes. We don't need those. I can put this away. Come over here and put it like that. That's good. I could go by Pierre and sell these. There is a question of like, what do we do with our money? You know, like what do I do with money today? Actually, let's hold on. I want to show you guys over here on summer. Let's take a quick look at fish just to make sure. The catfish is a summer fish only in the secret woods, so we can't catch catfish today. This was the best and most fun strategy for playing Stardew. Getting the river farm with the fish smoker and just catching a ton of catfish on the rain days in spring. We made so much money smoking the catfish. So rain days were really valuable for us, but not as valuable in summer, apparently. Oh, red snapper, actually. That could be a good one that we go catch. I think we need it for the, the community center anyway. So we could go fishing today. We could still go to the mines and get whatever 5 floors. Like, it's not a big deal, even if it's a bad luck day. We can still get the floors. Oh, we need to kill the slimes anyway. So we have to go to the mines. Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you recall correctly, Katie, Finland and Austria drink the most coffee. Yeah. People drink a lot of coffee here in Finland. But in a strange way, Katie, it's not that obvious. In Finland, we only drink a lot of coffee because, like, we purchase the most amount of coffee. Not because Finnish people are coffee connoisseurs, but because there's a culture in offices and at homes that people just make a lot of coffee. So they buy tons of coffee at the grocery store. But we do have good coffee shops, but it isn't like the same coffee culture that you might have. I mean, it's different, obviously. It's different from like Italy, where like people kind of just get coffee out because it's so cheap to go get a little espresso at the bar. Um, People don't do that here in Finland, really. No, we don't. People have like the drip coffee. So we go through a lot more coffee. And also historically, and this is kind of true everywhere. Like I remember growing up, my parents drank the worst coffee. They drank like the Folgers, just the coffee that makes you wonder why people like it. That was how it was back in the 90s for most people. And that's kind of the culture in Finland as well, that people drink really bad coffee. Although, I think it's improving. Like I think even the bad coffee has improved maybe from what it was like 30 or 40 years ago. You went to Yellowstone and Glacier National Parks. Oh, Katie, I'm jealous. I've been wanting to go visit those. It's like a mecca for me to go see. You're doing bean fajitas and homemade guacamole for dinner tonight, Amy. That sounds really good. Can you teleport some of that to me, please? Although it's like late, it's already past 9 o'clock for me, so I probably just gonna be going to bed anyway. You weren't judging. Think you make a great mocha. You use the mocha pot, right? That's like the Italian type of the thing you put on the stove. I used to make mocha pot coffee, but then I don't know, it's too much. I just do a pour over coffee. It's way easier for me. It feels a lot easier. You like Vietnamese coffee, 27. That's with like the condensed milk, right? There's a good place in Helsinki that does that called Papu. I no, or is it? Yeah, I think it's called Papu, which in Finnish is bean, right? 27. So if you ever visit Helsinki, go there and let me know what you think of it. Sorry, okay, I'm getting carried away. We also could get more shad. We've caught shad already, but in the river. But yeah, fishing is not as appealing at the moment because we don't really stand to make a lot of money. The advantage is simply that, we can just get the fish that we need, right? Okay. Either way, I think we go first up to the mines. Do I have everything? Am I gonna sell the pickled potato at Pierre's? I could do that. I could do that. So I'll bring it with, even though it's not really important to sell it today. I didn't feel like running back to the right side of the farm. You just use cocoa powder, sugar, and a bit of caramel flavored syrup. Oh, okay. So it's not even with coffee. I got confused because there is a thing called a mocha pot that is a coffee maker. I thought maybe you were referring to that. No. But yeah, there's also mocha, which is a different, it's like almost like a hot chocolate, right? Yeah, it's with cocoa powder. Oh, soggy newspaper. We want to put that in there. That's actually really good. Okay. Okay, let's kill some slimes and also try to go down 5 floors. Actually, we won't see any slimes on 30. Do we try to go 5 floors anyway and then go for slimes? Or actually, maybe I should just go for the slimes. Yeah. We reset floor 20 and we'll just farm for some stuff. Oh, whoops. Give me these soggy newspapers. We need the slimes. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, there we go. Aquamarine, that's new, I think. We haven't donated that. What is this? You're building a greenhouse and all this talk of guac makes you want to buy an avocado tree for it. You can also like grow your own avocado tree. I feel like those, the pits, whatever, grow really well. Avocado seeds grow really well. Although maybe you want to get like a proper avocado tree than one of the ones that you get from like the store that are probably like bioengineered, you know, in some way. Dude, where are the green slimes? It is worth it. I'm going for the stone as well. It'll save me a lot of money later. Other than quick money, is there any benefit to selling directly to Pierre or Willie? There's no benefit, yeah. Other than getting the money immediately, there's no benefit. Also, I'm doing the soggy newspaper because I want to get a cloth. We want cloth for Emily. Once we get a cloth, she visits us, and then we get access to the sewing machine, and then we can change Granny's clothes back to her original clothes with the dandelion. Or is it daffodil? It's either the daffodil or the dandelion. I think it's actually daffodil. But yeah. At some point, I'm gonna have to just... Okay. Okay, there's 1 of 6. Okay, good. It's only 6 of them. So I was thinking maybe we needed more than 10 or something. And then we might be stuck here a little while resetting. And actually, a disadvantage of selling to Pierre is you don't get your collection added. They don't count towards the collection or towards some of the achievements. Like, what is it? It was like shipping a bunch of like, yeah, ship 15 of each crop and ship 300 of one crop. They have to actually be shipped for some reason. Just selling directly to Pierre doesn't count. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you grow from an avocado seed, it doesn't match the original variety because they're all grafted. Okay, I didn't actually know that. Depends on how old the tree is. And it takes like 10 years to bear fruit. Yeah, that's another another good reason to just buy an avocado tree already, you know, grown or at least like in a more mature stage. Wait, this is the wrong. Why did I come here? No slimes. Maybe I need to reset a different floor. Because, like, this floor is quite small, so you're, like, you know, less likely to get slimes. It also makes it a really good floor to reset. I don't know if it's technically less likely to get slimes, but you're less likely to get as many slimes, I think. But maybe 15 is better for slime action? I don't know. We could do both. Yeah, here's a slime. Double check, there's none over there. Yep. Are you telling me trees in real life don't grow in one season like they do in Stardew Valley? I've been lied to. What the heck? How dare you, concerned ape? It really feels like there are no enemies today. We do have to be careful because we need to get Jas her birthday gift. And I don't know what time she goes home. I might even leave some of the resources. Ah, oh, darn. Yeah, we did not get... We didn't get what I was hoping for, cloth from the newspaper, but that's okay. It's a very low chance that you get cloth. But we'll eventually get it. Also, if we see rock crabs, that'll be good for us to kill as well. I'm just going to skip the stone at this point because I'd rather just get done with the green slimes. Okay, at least there are two here. Got him. Almost done. One more. Ooh. I got too close for comfort there. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. What do I want to stay here? No, I think I just go find Jas, give her the gift, and then we use our energy doing some other stuff rather than farming. Especially if I accidentally take damage, I don't want to have to reset the day, you know what I mean? Okay, what all do I want to take home? Oh, I gotta bring that with me. Like some of this stuff. Leave the trash here for sure. Take that, take that. Take the cake, obviously. We gotta give that as a gift. Take our refined quartz, maybe the geode. Maybe leave a little room for foraging and whatnot. And then I think we're okay there, yeah. Okay. Talk to Lewis. It's Lewis that gives us the bounty. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. I thought it would just auto-complete, you know? But I guess it makes sense he's the mayor, so... He would be the one maybe assigning it on behalf of the community. There are no new quests, right? And we've got her birthday today. We have some time, so I'm very quickly going to sell. Yeah, the potatoes, they're worth 210 gold each. Not great, but also not terrible. I mean, we could only grow so many cauliflowers, so it's okay. So yeah, we got to find Jas. That's the other goal. We will check. Yeah, fried egg. That's the one recipe we already have. However, we don't have eggs, so could be good, but I really don't think we need it. It's okay. I'm going to assume that Jas is at the museum at school. Also, what kind of town is this that doesn't have a school? Like, they have a library / museum where they just hang out. I don't have any. I could donate, but I'd rather keep this in case I need to give it as a gift. So we'll wait till we get another one to donate. But Jas, I assume, is at home. Oh, if you don't talk to Lewis, you can still fail the quest. Oh, there he is. Actually, I'm glad you reminded me, Katie, because I was literally just about to forget about Lewis. Hope you didn't go through too much trouble. I know it can be really hard to get that sticky slime out of your clothes. Lewis has been corrupted by Marnie. Well, I mean, let's just say, we all know that Lewis had this in him. And Marnie is just empowering it, right? She's bringing out... I don't even want to hear it. I've definitely ruined a few good pairs of pants trying to catch those little wigglers. I can remember Mama throwing a fit after I got bubblegum pink slime all over my brand new silk pants. Sure. Yeah, it was the slimes in the mines. That was the problem. Not anything else. I am gonna run down here first. We should have time to get Jas. I wanna take care of this. Oh, we leveled up foraging. That's nice. Wait. Yeah, level 6 foraging. It's time, Jas. Wait, she doesn't live here. She doesn't live there. That's Vincent. She lives with evil Marnie. And the poor cows. There she is. There you are. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Well, how about this? How about I sweeten the deal? Boom. Wow, a birthday present. I love it. Damn right you do. Damn right. Supply shop. Look at the shorts. Look. No. All right. Okay, now what do I do? We have some time. We took care. We've kind of covered everything we need to do today. I might run home. Yeah, let's just run home real quick and drop off our stuff. And then maybe either fish or chop trees. I do need to turn one of these in. Probably would be good if we can chop some more trees. That's probably a good idea. Let's also maybe try to replant some of these. Uh-oh. Wait. I think it's better I chop this tree first. Don't. There we go. Good. No. Oh, come on. That is terrible luck. Again. Oh. I'll mix in some other tree types around here. Put a tree there, it's okay. I'm normally not a fan of, I don't know, clogging up my farm with trees, but honestly, it just pays dividends when we need it, you know? You know, Lewis was a trust fund child if he had silk pants as a kid. Exactly. That's why he's so susceptible to evil Marnie and the gold statue. That's why I think he didn't make the gold statue himself. He's a mayor of a small town. He's not going to be very wealthy, right? The tax revenue from like Pierre's and Robin's and Clint's is not enough to cast a life-size gold statue. It's clearly Marnie siphoning her evil gold money to him. And he loves it. That's because he grew up spoiled. He grew up with whatever, the silver spoon in his mouth, as they say, right? So that's why. Totally checks out. Oh, we got oranges. That's actually... I think we need one of those. Might as well just keep on chopping. I'm gonna make some more tappers. I think that's the best use of the money right now. Or not the money, but the wood. Shad Frenzy. It took you longer than you'd like to admit, Katie, to find the shorts. You know, to be honest, I don't think I found the shorts naturally. I think I looked up the answer. I think I was just sort of like, where are the shorts? And I just realized I didn't know, and I'm like, well, I probably missed it in a cutscene or something, you know, so I just... What the? Oh, it should be here. That tree is off kilter. But that's okay. So I'll put it like that. Okay, let the trees grow. What is going on with the frenzies? A halibut frenzy at the beach. A bullhead frenzy in the mountains. That's crazy. I almost wish I was already there. The frenzies last at least 90 minutes, but like it would take me so long to get there that I feel like I wouldn't be worth it. You know? Go fishing, isn't it better when it's raining? Well, I was looking that up, Amy. It is much better in spring, but not in summer. We don't have catfish. Or eels or whatever. I'm gonna go this direction. I think I can catch it on the bridge. Yes, perfect. Oh wow, I didn't even realize we have all of this area down here. What? Look at this. Okay, we need to start heading back up before it gets too... Although, actually, we leveled up our skills. So today could be a good day just to keep... We can stay out till 2 a.m. We're close. But not too late. Okay. That's enough. Okay, we have... I could plant these. Could plant them there or there. I kind of feel like we do it here. Not ideal positioning for some of them, but whatever. You shouldn't really plant them next to trees that are already growing. But it's fine. Oh shoot, I should make the peppers. I could just make 10 tappers right now. Okay, the other problem is that we do need a lot of copper for upgrading. We need 5 copper for each tool upgrade. Actually, that would be a really good thing to do. Oh yeah, the fish frenzies, Katie. That was added in 1.6 where basically fish will all spawn in one area of a certain type that has a very high probability. And so you can catch a ton of that type of fish if you're there, and you're fishing on the spot where the fish, and you'll see the fish, they're jumping out of the water. It's a pretty cool addition. I like it. Adds a little bit more, I don't know, dynamic aspect to the fishing. How the traveling cart can get away with selling one sap for 900 gold is beyond UK. Yeah. Yeah, the traveling cart is crazy sometimes. But yeah, that's how it is. The only thing I'm thinking about saving some of my copper. Because I would spend 20 copper on this. And I mean, there is an argument that I don't really need kegs just yet. Also because kegs are we don't even have the recipe for kegs. But they are pretty expensive because we have to make a lot of iron. Iron and copper. Do we need gold for kegs? I don't think so. No, we don't need any gold for kegs. It's just iron, copper, and wood. And maybe something else. No, we don't need the quartz, the refined quartz, because that's for the sprinklers, the quality sprinklers. Yeah, and gold for the sprinklers. I get these confused sometimes. But yeah, the kegs are just the iron and copper and wood. But just getting those items cost a lot. The other option could be that we make more of the preserves jars, because we have wood, stone, and we can make more coal using the wood. But that I'm not as excited about, because we already have enough kegs for what we're doing. When we get our first harvest of melons, then we'll for sure make a bunch more kegs to ensure that we can keg as many melons as possible before we get pumpkins in fall. Yeah. What else? But yeah, let's go ahead and just max it out. Let's just use it all, right? Just use all the wood. I mean, unless we want to save wood for like unlocking the ocean, the bridge in the ocean. I don't know. We can also just purchase the wood as well. Like, chopping it is more like, it's a better use of our time to chop the trees than to try to fish for the money to purchase the wood. At least right now. 30 wood, 1 copper ingot, 1 iron ingot, and 1 oak resin. Exactly, yeah. Oh yeah, the oak resin I forgot to mention. Yeah, that's why we need the tappers. So let's do it. Let's just grab these bad boys and place them on all of... Oh shoot, we don't even have trees available. Oh my gosh. It's a disaster. Oh, that's terrible. I shouldn't plant the trees there, because that's where I put the chests. I don't want them to sprout. Oh no. We have time. We're just gonna have to plant these tomorrow. Actually, maybe tomorrow we make a more proper grove. Like these, it's okay to have the trees up here, but I want to have a more proper like oak tree grove where we grow them on the farm somewhere. Are we done? Okay. And also, this is where I should end the stream, because it's getting late for me. Oh, and now we got our lightning rod recipe. That's quite nice. It's summer, so it's like this is the time to make those lightning rods. We just haven't gotten... Well, actually, we are now far enough on floor 30 to get bats. So we could go farming for bats. Oh, level 5 mining. I really... Again, it's the miner. +1 ore per vein is so powerful. It's like your average... You get 1 to 3. And it goes up from 1 to 3 to 2 to 4. So instead of getting an average of 2, you get an average of 3 ore per node. That's a huge increase. And yeah, the yeah, the iron and copper is like the main cost that we have to overcome in order to scale up our economy. So, yeah. All right, I just want to look outside. I like to run out and look at the farm. Oh, what? Dude. 3 legend row. Oh yeah, we are jarring the crap out of that. That should fill 3 jars. And each one of those is going to be like, how much? Like 2,000 gold or something? Like, yeah, that was such a good idea to catch the legend. Put him in a fish pond. I'm very happy with that. Like, this area actually would be a good candidate for the oak farm. Or at least a portion of it could be very good. Like, even if it was just like right here. Or the other area we could go for could be kind of where we have we're farming a bit down here as well. Right, this area. Although, no, it doesn't really work well now that we have the farm. What the crap? How did it... Oh, the lightning! It got struck by lightning. What? I can't believe it. The lightning struck it. This could be another good area for the oak tree farm. The problem is we just need more oak tree seeds. I feel like I'm always running low on those, you know? But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. And yeah, you can wrap the trees in the city. Okay, yeah, if we bump the trees, then we can get more of those oak seeds. Or the acorns, I guess, is the right, the proper terminology. It's funny how Granny lives on snacking fruit all day. Do you ever have to eat an actual meal while a lot of birthday gifts are meals? Well, Granny... It's the Junimo magic. That's really what sustains her, if you think about it. Like, she doesn't have to eat. And it actually, none of the other villagers really eat much either. Like, they never sit down for dinner. There are a few cutscenes where they kind of have, like, you know, you deliver a bass and Jody cooks it, supposedly. You bring it over for dinner, but you don't actually all sit down and eat together. But yeah, she lives off of salmon berries at the moment. Yeah, Katie, the crops will get struck by lightning if you don't have lightning rods. So yeah, one of my melons got struck by lightning. All right, Amy, it's dinner time for you. All right. Yeah. See you later. I'm logging off here as well. Oh, tap the trees in town. Oh, that is a good point. I could go over there and put the tappers on them. I was thinking you meant I could right... Because I do that, actually, where I right-click on the tree and it has a chance of dropping a seed. So, yeah. But, yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah. All the... Katie over there in Texas. Just starting her day. Just woke up. But anyways, guys, yeah, good. Another good Stardew session. I've slowed down a lot in terms of, well, I don't know how many days I'm playing per stream, and it's kind of fun. I'm enjoying it because we're spending more time talking about the lore or thinking about the strategy, and that's okay. Also, Pam. I'm so happy Pam is at the top. The only way this could be better is it was Willy. All right, Pam and Willy also have a thing for each other. Like, that has to be canon. I'm shipping them. They're like my two favorite characters. um, and yeah, muffin time for mechanic. Well, guys, okay, thanks for watching the stream. We will be back. I'm not sure yet when, but maybe tomorrow or Saturday I can do a stream. Um, but yeah, we do this every Thursday at least, and I do extra streams when I can. But yeah, thank you all for joining, and we'll get back to the challenge. Thanks for helping expand the lore. I feel like we had some fun talking about Harvey being like a Yoba literalist, a fundamentalist Yoba believer. It's so ridiculous. That's what makes it so funny. All right, guys, have a good one. And yeah, hope to see you in the next live stream. Goodbye.